Hi Virgo, Happy New Year and welcome to your January astrology. And the Capricorn, we're in the Capricorn cycle. The sun's in Capricorn. It's a very promising new year for you, not only because Jupiter is in your sign in Virgo, but the year begins with a strong Capricorn essence, a lot of planets in Capricorn asking you to find your joy and find your happiness. So what better way to step into the new year with this sense of thinking about, ideas about, planning about your what you want to discover, what you want to do, how you want to grow, what will make you happy in your life. So we start the new year with all of the planets moving direct, even though Mercury's going to go retrograde in a few days, which is very important because you're ruled by Mercury. Mercury rules Virgo. And on the 30th of December, we'll back up a couple of days, the 30th of December, Venus went into Sagittarius. So Venus going into Sagittarius is an emphasis of, it's asking you to remind yourself what you love about your home, what you love about travel, what you love about learning. So what is it that you love, desire, want in terms of where you live, where you want to travel, what you want to learn? Those, and it could be a different, different amounts of what's more important to you. But on some level, each one of those is seeping in, at least for the first few weeks of January, to consider that. And you may consider beautifying your home or your space around you. You may even dream of different places to live and dream of different places to go where you want to learn something. January 1st, Mercury enters Aquarius, and the Aquarian energy is it's connected to you in an unusual way, in a way that suggests that adjustments could be made. Yeah, the Aquarian energy, deep thinking, thinking very intellectual, even though it's an air and earth incompatibility, it has its own way of really connecting with you, has its own way of connection. So this is a time to think different and make some adjustments to your thinking because it's on your side. January 3rd, Mars, which is, that warrior planet, stand up for yourself, motivate yourself, is moving into Scorpio. Now Mars is going to go retrograde this year in April, from Sagittarius back to Scorpio. So we'll be spending quite a bit of time in Scorpio. And this has to do with writing, learning, and communicating. And it is about going deep. You may find that you decide in the new year, there's different books that you want to read, different things you want to learn, but it could be about deep things. The mysteries of life, the psychological aspects of life, astrology, tarot, different things could come into your arena that you want to motivate and put yourself, put some effort into, and that you yourself may be doing, educating yourself around that. Now, it also can mean that there could be some strong words where you feel like, I just need to stand up for myself and say this, or say this to this person. Mercury retrograde on the 5th of January. So you'll feel that. It's your ruling sign, so you'll feel that shift. It's like, okay, everybody's sort of, we're rethinking. It's on a Tuesday. It's after the New Year's holidays, so it's resetting the norm. But that first week is very busy because 2 days later, on the 7th, Jupiter goes retrograde in your sign. Now, if you were born around the 14th of September, then you are going to feel 14th, 15th, 16th of September, you'll feel this Jupiter stronger. And if there's something that you've been wanting, hoping, wishing for, doors will open up for you easier around this time frame. The new moon on January 9th. Okay, so this is when all the energy converges together for the month with the new moon in Capricorn. And this new moon is very intense. It's loosely connected to the Uranus-Pluto square of revolution. You know, how much have you revolutionized your life this year? But the new moon is at 19 degrees of Capricorn. It's at the doorway of what's called the node of Pluto. And why I'm saying this is because it means that it's going to be an intense new moon, a very deep new moon. So where will it be deep for you? It's deep for you in an area of your chart that represents find your joy. What do you love? They call it the house of romance and love affairs and children, but it's what's in your heart that you love to do. And how can you put effort and time into that? And there's a rethinking that, planning different things. And you could be looking at, the year ahead. What do I want to plan to make sure that I do some things that I really love to do, that I really want to do? And some of it may cause some change around other people. Some other people may not necessarily, agree with the changes that you want to make, especially if you're born around the 29th of August. That could indicate more that there may be other people in your life where they're not really seeing you clearly or seeing how you're changed quite yet. And also, if you were born around the 2nd of September, there could be a couple of times this month, especially around the 8th, around the new moon, 8th, 9th, or 10th of January, where you want to make some changes, but you feel blocked in ways. So there is an energy of wanting to make changes, feeling the opportunities around the corner, but perhaps feeling like, well, but I'm blocked. How can I do this? What I want to do is not available, or, I'm waiting for the right job to open or right thing to happen. That energy may be there, but it won't be there forever. So, and the purpose of it is like, okay, one, sometimes it's here to teach us patience, and sometimes it's just here to say, okay, just put the work in, the effort in, and know that your time will come. Because after all, we are in the cycle. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, which is rules time. Give things time, and never give up. Always keep moving forward. And then that's the thing about Capricorn and Saturn, is never give up. Do the works that needs to be done regardless of the current praise or not praise, and trust that the reward will come. As we move towards the end of the month, the sun goes into Aquarius on January 20th, so that's a shift in energy. Some of the things that you had been thinking about in the first 7 days of the month, and maybe something that you've been wondering about or waiting for, then the last 7 days is when the answers come and the clarity comes. We have the full moon in Leo on the 23rd. So that full moon energy for you, that really opens up how much am I working, what about my daily schedule, what about my daily routine, putting the effort in versus time for retreat, time for meditation, time to go within. So there's this balance between doing, the things that need to be done, especially the routine schedule of life, versus the spiritual life. So that when you move towards that full moon is asking you to ask yourself, do I have balance between doing and being? Can I be while I do? And do I have the time to put into my spiritual life? That my own retreat where I rejuvenate my heart, where I rejuvenate my inner core of my being. And that can be a really good time to do a chakra cleanse, just really align your chakras and cleanse everything. And then January 25th, Mercury, your ruling planet, moves direct, and it moves direct conjunct Pluto, which is where the shadow point was in December 19th. So this has been a very deep Mercury retrograde cycle. It's meant to be deep, meant to go deep within your thoughts, deep within. But for you personally, is like, what do I love to do? What is it that I love to do? And what is it that will bring me joy? And what do I need to do? What effort do I need to do? What do I need to plan in order to be able to manifest it? Thank you for listening. Have a very, very happy new year and a great January.